So now the MCU is taken out. We will try to disassemble the screen from the MCU unit and then install our board inside. So there are 6 screws that we need to remove it. It's a T20. Pull this out, and then we can just set this up. Okay. Now you can get a T25. There are 12 screws. So just loosen all of them. There's no more screws. Now we can take out. Good. Yeah, try to check where the cable is and then flip on the side of the cable. So now we can disconnect the power. The connector here and here. For this, it's just push it and pull. Yeah, jiggle it out. So this is the board that we need to secure to the MCU. But as we all know, there is the MCU 1 and MCU 2. MCU 1, what we refer to Tegra, we'll use this back. And for Intel Atom, we'll use this back. This car is Tegra, so we'll use MCU 1. So we will try to secure our board by loosening some of the screws. So what we need to do is a T10. And then the board will be secured like this. Yes. So we need to take out this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. So we'll loosen this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. Okay, so sometimes the rod under it will be like rotating together, so you need to fix it and then loosen out the screw. So now we'll put it on. So you can see there's 2 short ones. This is 10 millimeters, this 15, and this is like maybe 22. So there are 3 different lengths. Let me do it on a screw. So now we'll secure the screw. The shortest one will go to here. It's a 4.5 millimeters. 2 middle one goes to here. And the longest one goes to here. And now we need to, before we put the board, we'll need to do some cabling. So in the kit there are 3 cables. So let's work with the shortest one. This one, you have a label on MCU and display. The MCU goes into the board. This step is exactly the same as Intel Atom. So we'll put it here. And then there's another one. On each cable there's two sides. The one with the ear goes to the OEM board. So fully insert it and then lock it. Give it a slight pull to make sure it's secured. It's good. Then now we can fix our board. So like this. Okay, so we have secured it. This screw cannot be fit in, so we will just not connect this one, but it's already secured. And now we will connect this wire to here. So unlock it, fully insert it. and lock it back and make a gentle pull, make sure it's not loosened. And then we will connect the screen cable, the OEM one, to here. Like this, and we'll connect later, but it will be like this. And then for this cable, you need to swap it out. So we need to unlock this, take this away, and then we will insert this one. Again, the ear side on here, lock it, and then this one goes to here. I will do it at last, but this one goes to here, this one goes to here. We need to get this wire to go inside the MCU, so we need to cut a little bit here, the case. So we already cut 2 locations, so just like this. Be careful, it's sharp, and then we can just fit in the cable. After you fit it in, just do a connection here. Okay, and you can zip tie this location if needed. Then now almost is done. For this 2 wire, we go through the hole to get out, and you can just hang it like this, it's fine. Now we can do the last 3 connection. So let me try to do it like this. So we connect the power cable first. Yeah, remember to connect it, otherwise the screen will not turn on. So now unlock here. I'll connect this. Slide it in, fully slide it in, and lock it. Yeah, make sure it's secure. And you can also do a tape here to secure it further. And the MCU wire, the label MCU from the OEM screen, go to here. Okay, so now it's all set, and we can put it back. Okay, so now you can revert everything back, but if you want to test the system before, you can just tighten 2 screws and get the ECU back to the car to test first before reverting everything back. But we are very familiar with the process now, so we will not test it. We'll just directly revert back to factory. Revert everything back and reinstall the screen back to the car. We do the final tightening at last, but just try to screw a few threads in first. After you secure every single one, then you can just tighten everything. So finally we can just install the 6 screw back. So now before you plug it back, you can just connect this 3 connector first. So the brown one goes to here, the gray one is the one that up in here, and the black one is the one in the bottom. So now we can get it back to the car. Okay, so we did not disconnect the 12 volts, but if you take out the MCU for too long, we recommend you to disconnect the 12 volt first, otherwise it will drain up the low voltage battery. To test the car, you will need to connect the 3 connector here, plus the gray one in the bottom. We connect this freak first, and then after we connect this, the car should boot up. Yeah. Depending if you have the premium audio or not, you might not have the green connector, which is fine. But let me connect it in here. Now we can actually test the system, but let me connect the green connector anyway. Yeah, so now we'll wait. So this is the Tegra, so you might need to have a long wait. So we'll wait until the car boot up and test it before we connect all the other connectors. Okay, now the system boot up, so we can check the touching. Yeah. It's a MCU1. It will not be responsive as usual. So we can test the CarPlay though. This one will be a lot faster because it doesn't get through the MCU. So you can see, let me change the language to English. You can see that although the MCU1 is very unresponsive, now it goes. The CarPlay can be very responsive, so you can do the Bluetooth language system, nothing fancy here. But then you can do Android Auto, CarPlay, or if you have a Huawei phone, you can use the HiCar as well. So now after you test it, it's good. There's some troubleshooting that you might need. If you found that the icon is missing, take out forefinger and just do a forefinger touch. It will disappear. Try to see if it's come back. If it doesn't display. If the OEM screen doesn't spawn, then you go to here. Just try to reboot the system once, then it will work. So now we have tested the system, it's working, then we can now refer everything back to factory.